Hi guys, Tim here. So I got some feedback on my channel from a gentleman by the name of Jeb on one of the katas that I was doing a application on before. And his point was that I was kind of reaching. The kata was fukigata ni, and for those that know the kata fukigata ni, there's a portion where it comes down and you do this rising block. And what I had said was, this portion here, if instead of just stepping back and blocking down, you used a half step and entered, you could catch the opponent's arm and do a wheel turn here. And he said, yeah, that's kind of reaching because you're adding a different step pattern into the kata. And he's got a good point, right? I never intended for that to be a explanation of a bunkai for that kata, but an opportunity to talk about entering techniques and that turning throw. One of the comments that he made was, if you're going to reach that much, why don't you just grab weapons and do open hand with weapons, like do pinan shodan with a sword? I completely agree with his point on this. I think he was being facetious when he asked the question to emphasize his point that we shouldn't be changing the kata to just introduce things. I think the problem with trying to take a, say, sword and do a pinan shodan kata with a sword is the movements in the kata aren't designed to maximize the physical properties of the weapon. So there's a number of people that will take sai and they will do kata from open hand with a sai. And the advantage of doing that is they already know the embusen, and so then they can show them, a few basic movements of the sai and how they work and say, okay, instead of this punch, I want you to punch and come out and come back. And they don't have to teach them a new kata. So it gets them from 0 to maybe 50 miles an hour fairly quickly. There's a downside though. I mean, this weapon has a certain weight, a distribution of the weight. It creates a lever arm in certain areas. And the type of movements that we have to do to maximize the effectiveness in this fight are not presented in kata that were not designed for the sai. So, for example, we have a number of kata that start off with this motion here, right? There's a number of things that are happening there. I'm rocking my way back so I can connect this elongation and redirection movement when a bow is coming in. And then after I've done that, I come in, I close the distance. The amount of distance that I come in is tuned to the reach on the weapons. When I come back here and I shoot down and I block here, the point of contact is here. So when I shift here, I redirect where the other end of the bow might be coming in. And then I come in this way. If I were to say do that with fukigata each, which is our first open hand, I'm going to just do a block down and then a punch and a block down and a punch. I don't know, maybe I could add that in, but it's not creating the dynamic, the kind of spacing and timing that I think are important for the weapon. So I'd encourage you, if you want to learn weapons, go find somebody that actually knows a traditional weapons form and learn how to use your weapons from that weapons form. Try to resist the urge to take weapons and graft them into something that wasn't originally designed to teach that weapon. I think you'll have better results for it. Thank you.